Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Face to FaceTime with the Schnackies. With tonight's guest host, Andrea Varelli and Margot Murray.
Hello, everyone. So we're here after. I know, good to see you too. But we're here after 8 other beautiful nights of people hosting, people sharing what they love about Schnackies, and kind of just getting a look. Especially if you're not in the group, you get a look at what we love being a part of it. So it's kind of an interesting point of view, especially just that each one was very different from the other. But tonight we have something even more different than before. We have an awards night planned for you because we thought after 40 years there have been so many amazing things and so many beautiful shows and beautiful sets and beautiful characters we've created that we wanted to highlight some of them.
But more importantly, we wanted to highlight every single show because every show was the best show. Every show. Doesn't matter what show you're in. It was a great show because you were in it. And the people that you were with, you guys created magic on stage. So we'd be remiss if we didn't show every show. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to first thank I hope like y'all are snug as a bug in a rug because it is where we are right now is snowing like crazy. Where Margot is, it's not snowing.
No, it's nice and warm. I am in Puerto Plata, the Dominican Republic, so it is nice and sunny. I'm working on a good tan. I've been eating some good Dominican food. So I'm living my best life for sure.
Okay, so everybody just dream that you're with Margot, okay? Mm-hmm. And we're just going to be living in our 6 inches of snow or whatever we got. Blizzard conditions. So it'll be fun, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm excited.
Cool. All right, so we're going to kind of go decade by decade, right? So we're going to start with the beginning and we'll do a little thingy-dingy and then we'll go to the next one and see what you think. It's a great evolution, so let's get started. Okay, well, that was really cool. We're going to come back to that. Wow, did you see that stage change between like the second and third year? It was like, woo!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it changes real quick. And that's just a small example of how quick things change with our group and with our little family. There's always something new happening. There's, we love to keep our traditions, but, somehow we always get a new one or something
that's
like
where
that.
They started.
That stage change is really a big part of it. And I just love the VHS tapes. Now we have the filters that do that for us. That make the line.
Yeah.
That make everything look like VHS because everyone's dying for like that look. So, I just love all those, classic videos.
We were there.
I know.
So and what's cool about that is this is the decade that we began. And so we started our traditions and you know, the sets were just really interesting. I know Arsenic and Old Lace, I know Travis and Dave talked about how one of the members used their actual, I think it was crown molding or something they used from their house. I mean, some of those sets were really intricate. That was amazing. And the fact that they like had mass like on Sunday morning after the play, you know, that's kind of neat. So that was a really cool snippet of the first decade, and everybody looks so cool, so different. And now we're gonna go to the next decade. All right.
Now
that was great.
This. We add a little more people on the stage this time. You know, there's 5, 6 people at once, and you know, I just got to make a comment. Patrick Ashley looks so different, and he's not the Patrick Ashley I know. I'm like, who? Yeah, I'm like, who is this old man in these overalls? He does not look like my best bud over there. I don't know who that is.
He wasn't old then.
So, I guess.
So that, you know, what I thought was interesting from a perspective, you know, the group started experimenting with their own original work. They might have done a little in the first decade, but the second decade, you kind of like start, you know, branching out and doing your own thing. And the scenery, it was interesting. Some sceneries were very intricate and others weren't, because they had so much of it, so many different genres, right? So we did the melodrama thing, but we also did the skit thing. So some of those really simple sets were beautiful because they popped color or they made the characters more alive. My favorite title is Mixed Nuts of Mendon. That's like my favorite. Like, I just like
that should be like Schnacky's Mixed Nuts of Mendon. Like, that's really who's a part of it. A bunch of mixed nuts.
Yeah. It's very, very telling. And, you know, we did, it was just, it's really cool to see that evolution. So we're evolving. We're getting more people on the stage. All right, let's look at the next decade.
Now we've got a little cross-dressing in there. We've got more Patrick Ashley, more How I Know Him, and
the creepy old guy.
Yeah, you think those are the same overalls?
I don't know. Are they? I don't know. They might. I don't know. But we're just roasting him tonight. Sorry, we can do that.
I know.
So that was great. Yes, we did, and you saw like more people on stage, and the idea of what Don and Patrick were talking about 2 week ago about being inspired by pop culture. You saw Archie Bunker in there. You saw Judge Judy in there. And all those different characters that came out and how we kind of were inspired by those characters, if you will. So it's kind of neat to see. We also saw Gallapalooza, which was our 25th, which was great. That was a culmination of all of our favorites.
Yeah, I just love those clowns in the beginning bashing into each other. That made me laugh.
I mean, your editing made them like go with the music, like boom, 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 boom.
True,
boom,
but
boom,
you know what? I was thinking about the music earlier. Andrea said, you know, it reminds me about like an old workout video, and then I was listening to it now, and I was like, man, I wish I picked something different because it does sound like a workout video now that I hear.
No, I feel like we were just talking about Jane Fonda. I feel like, you know, she needs to be there. One more. 2 more.
Yeah,
okay,
literally.
Sorry, that's in my head now.
Totally. I'm like, this is Zumba. It is.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
But we do have one more, so let's see the last clip.
Okay. All right. I'm doing it.
I just love that one because everyone was dancing. I was able to find a lot more dancing, in sync, big dance numbers. I think that last 10 years is really where huge dance numbers with everybody.
Yeah.
I
thought what was interesting is that when we first started, we did a pure melodrama. I believe we had the piano to do like the effects, but not really music. We added the music later on. And it was the first decade, but the music evolved. And so the dancing, you know, we would do remakes of melodramas that were just straight melodramas, and they were musical melodramas. So there were more musical numbers. So people who didn't like music kind of were a little freaked out. But I love the clip you show of Mo because you didn't hear the music at all, but she was like moving around and she was like being great.
She was into it.
Yeah, you could give Mo anything and she's going to make it look amazing. So, you know, it's just, you can be yourself. Like, you don't have to sing. You move along to the music. And I know some people are a little intimidated with that. But again, that kind of is how the evolution is, you know, went the last 10 years. And also it was a change in the guard, if you will, because Travis is still a part of it. Kathy kind of had to go to better places. So like we kind of evolved that way too. So we had different directors and different ways of doing things. But there were so many people still, you know. But I loved like the third decade. I forgot to say that we had multi-generational people in the third decade. We had kids on stage, we had grandparents on stage, and everybody in the middle. And those kids then in the fourth decade grew up and they became, major role makers. It was great to see that evolution too.
Absolutely. When I was looking through all the clips, I see, Pac Rosa and the Zimmerman kids, like all them, I see them little, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, now they're like, taking on like bigger roles, and I love it. So
the Elliots, and so we had so many kids, Tommy and Katie, all those kids that were there with us, and they're always with us. They come back every year just to say hi sometimes. It's great, and it's just something that's that's part of who our group is. So that's 40 years. We didn't cover everything, obviously, but we hit every single show, gave you a flavor of every single show throughout the decades, and what a special group we're a part of. Like every person, we had over 800 people be a part of the stage productions for the past 40 years. 800 people. Over the years. Crazy.
And that's everything from, every cast, crew, like everybody. It takes a lot of help, a lot of work every year, and we just keep chugging along, keep doing a great job, and, it has evolved and changed, and every year is my favorite show, and I've only been around for like 4 years, but every year is my new favorite.
Yep, every year is the best year, from the first year till the 39th. And just a little story, if you guys were watching in the beginning, we had Leo Smith's daughter come on, and she talks about how her father loved the Schnackies, and last year he passed away, and he wrote Travis a letter. And I remember during our prayer time, Travis shared it upstairs in the kitchen, and I just was talking about how Leo was such a great person, and I didn't even know Leo, but I felt like I did, and that it was like one of the things he was thinking about when he was going home, and
we dedicated a show to him. We dedicated a show to him one night, and
we did.
Once you're part of the family, you can't leave. So
no, and it just, we're close to everyone. Like we feel everybody's connected. Everybody's a family. So we wanted to give you that overview. You got the overview. Okay. So now we're going to take a little bit of a break to give you guys some time to, get something to drink or some popcorn so you can throw it, whatever you want to do. And we will be right back.
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard. The Mendon Honeoye Falls Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Here's the mail.
What's this, Jane sees? A very large insurance bill from Large Lizard Insurance Company. Jane's angry and shouts at Dick about the high bill. Dick is angry and shouts at Jane about the high bill. Jane suddenly gets an idea. Why not call the good people at J.D. Chapman Agency? They'll help us out. Jane talks on the phone while Dick listens. Jane's happy with what she hears. The good people at J.D. Chapman Agency can save them money and give them better coverage. Dick is happy too. The good people at J.D. Chapman Agency can take care of everything. Why don't you be like Dick and Jane and contact J.D. Chapman Agency at 315-986-4062. Or if you're like Dick, he prefers using the interweb and types in jdchapmaninc.com. Dick and Jane live happily ever after.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pandimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pandimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.
Hey, ladies, great work. Wow. Margot, great work on the compilations to see all those shows. I mean, it's hard to believe almost, but like you said, we've had some 600 people that work either on stage or behind the stage. We've also had about over 50,000 people come in to see us, which is just amazing to have that number of people over the years. And we've also raised something like over $300,000 for the church, which is great too. But I'd like to share our website with you, which is mscptheater.org. And that is a place where you can come to learn more about us. You can contact us if you like what you see. Maybe you'd like to be part of it next year, because we are going to be part of it next year. We're going to be live on stage. I promise we will solve the pandemic on our own to make it happen, okay? But we want to come see you. If you want to be in the audience, awesome. If you want to be on the stage, awesome. You don't have to be experienced. We were all newbies at one time, so don't worry about it. We'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to share your thoughts about the shows you've seen over the last 8 nights, we'd love to hear about that too. We're also going to be giving away, as we have the previous 8 nights, a little prize. It's called Sal's Sampler, which is out of Buffalo. And you're going to get all those fine products you see there. You get the pizza sauce, you get the pizza dough, you get, I think, 2 types of salsa, some pepperoni, all that good stuff, a $50 value for free. We'll ship it to you no matter where you are. So how can you lose? And the hint, as it says on the bottom cryon there, is Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller, yeah. You got to kind of think about that. If you've seen that movie, there's something that happens in there. And if you can guess what it is, and we'll give you a little more hints too as we go along. But that's your first one. So without further ado, one more thing I wanted to mention too. If you'd like to make a donation to us, we'd appreciate it. And again, you could do that right at mscptheater.org. We could use the money for new stage equipment, new stage actually. So whatever you can do, we'd appreciate it, folks. People have been very generous over the years, and that's what helps keep us going and helps keep us updated. So without any more talking on my part, why don't we throw it back to these 2 ladies who are much better looking than me. Margot?
Oh, that is not true. That is not true.
Okay.
Everybody's beautiful. Okay. What are we doing next, Mark?
So what we're doing next, so as you know, or if you don't, we sent out a Google form for everybody to vote on Schnacky Awards. And just because after 40 years, there's some things that stand out, there's some people that stand out, and we wanted to highlight them. Now, there was a bunch of awards that we had everybody vote on, but then there was a few that, hands down, we knew the winner. We didn't need to vote on them. We just know. So we're going to lead off with those on the ones we just know. So, I'll kick it off. This award goes to someone who, when they make these, they have to be hidden in other rooms because people like me specifically and Grace Zimmerman specifically will hunt them down. Okay. So so until they're ready to come out, they have to be hidden. So the best chocolate chip cookie recipe goes to Marcia Nashburn. Now look at those beautiful cookies. I called her about a week ago. And I said, "Hey, Marcia, do you have any pictures of your cookies?" And she said, "No, but I'll make some." So she made these purely just to take a picture of them for me, and I've been drooling over them ever since. So
there's a special method. Yep, she uses a special method, and she brings them out I think right before Act 3. So you gotta take a napkin and you get a couple, because everybody goes for that, and you can't eat, people eat all the time. Me personally, I cannot eat until after the show because I'm freaking out. So I put in my little napkin and I get one for Joey. I get one for me, and we put it away, and then we eat it. But yeah, you got to hide them because people take them. People are like, "Ooh, I see cookies."
Hunt them down.
Right. So, speaking about hogging things, we're going to go to the next thing. Speaking about taking
with love. Hogging with love. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, no, there's no meanness here. We love everybody. And this person we love the most. She's the cutest person ever. You just want to hug her. But the most likely to end up in center stage is June Schoen. Oh, she's so cute. I just love June. Look at how cute she is. Oh.
Always in center.
Yeah, always. And then this is with her husband, Dick.
I spent half my life and half my money doing nothing but chasing women, drink, and gambling. The other half I wasted. If I had my life to live over again, I'd live over a saloon, perhaps a cottage hotel.
So, like, oh my God.
I love that.
So cute.
I loved editing that. I loved every part of Little June, and she's just, I was dancing next to her actually in that one clip, and I think we were supposed to be switched, but somehow every time we went out on stage, she got center. So I just said, you know what, you have it, June. So
she deserves center stage. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, absolutely. There's no one
saying?
schmaltz here.
Baby, you go. If you want to go, like whenever she like moves over, I'm like, baby, you go there. It's fine. You look beautiful. We got a spotlight on you. Beautiful. But no, we say that in fun. She's a beautiful person too. Like and all joking aside, June has got one of the biggest hearts. She's a beautiful person.
Now, our next one, over the years, we've had many characters, and there's some people that just really become these characters. They know the ins and outs, they know everything about them, and they know how to express that so well. And so the winner of the best facial expressions goes to Mo McHugh.
Hello, Charlotte. Charlotte, that's very rude. Say hello to these nice people.
Oh, how do you know they're so nice? Oh, that's because they have good taste.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Nurse Hatton. Are you okay? Did you say something to me? I said, are you okay? I know you're talking because your lips are moving, but where are the words? I don't hear the words. You're doing splendidly. Speed it up a little.
Bonnie Finn, this ball looks a lot like a ball of little Ricky's. Lucy, what are you up to?
Up to?
Yes, up to?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Did you have something to do with Ethel's clog drain?
I am so obsessed with Mel, and I just need to give her a second shout out because she specifically told me I had to wear this dress, and I heard Janine and Dawn were talking about it yesterday, so I am wearing it. I brought it on vacation just for this.
Perfect.
So it is here.
All right.
So
that awkward silence, like
we do this. I know we do that all the time. We do. I'm sorry, but no, we have one other one, but I'm throwing it to you. It's your turn.
Now, we have a beloved character that shows up like not in every show, but a lot of shows. This is the most character likely to show up in any show. And this character of Horace started when we did the merengue skit the first time, and he kind of shows up. And it's Travis Piper, and Travis, like, if we're doing a show, he's like, I have a great idea for Horace, and we're like, all right, bring it, so it's so Horace is one of the most beloved reoccurring characters. So let's see what that is.
I said you have a heart murmur and be careful.
Like he said, this is the American history sketch. 1775. I was there. I used to frequent those undisclosed meeting halls in search of an undisclosed woman, hoping to get lucky. Let's try this one over here. Hello, undisclosed woman. What's your name? Lucky. Come on with me, honey. We're gonna go paint the town bright red. Put her there.
Oh, that's
Horace,
so
Horace.
cute. Yeah, he
is something else.
I love that last scene because that's with Kathy, and it was just really cute. And they're just very cute. They're just, oh my gosh,
It's the whole thing, and the best part of everything he says is so corny. Even though, like that first clip, he said something so corny before Frank, and I must not have added it, but it was so funny. And every time Horace comes on, and I'm trying to find a new clip, it just makes me die laughing. And
he was so good at it. Like, he was really good at the whole, he was really, really
he's
good
real
at
good
it.
at being an old man. Yeah.
He was really good at it. So, we love you, Trav. We love you. But
so our next one is. So our next one, I'm also going to let you announce, just because you had the pleasure of sharing the stage with this person.
Yes, I did. This next one, I wanted to a shout out to Paula Only. She is probably one of the most talented people that we've had in our group. Everybody has their talents, but Paula just did it all. Look at her. She's so artistic. She's so wonderful. She just, she's just a great person. And she, I didn't realize this, but they called her the reproducer because she had one of her children during one of the production of the shows, which I thought is hysterical. But also she does all this great stuff. And, she'd always, I think it was her daughter, Emily. I hope that's right. And they'd always sing happy birthday to her. And it was so cute. And Paula did backstage things. She did all these wonderful things. But the one thing that probably everyone in Mendon heard her say was places. So Paula's award is the most likely to yell places as loud as possible. And when she said places, you moved into your place. You don't mess with her. She knew exactly what to do. But I just am in awe of all that she's done. It's just amazing. And we'll talk a little bit more about her later, but yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to add, I interviewed Paula and Sam for the documentary, and they invited me out to their house, and they had some fresh baked something. It was good. And, they had all the, it smelled so amazing, and they go, here's this. And Sam goes, you want some water? You want some tea? You want some milk? And then I didn't even get to say anything. He goes, hope you don't want milk because we don't have any. And it was just so funny, and it made me laugh. And I still borrow that joke. I on purpose offer things that I don't have. As my little only moment. So
we're gonna have a little homage to Sam too later on. But Paula and Sam, epic through and through.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
So next up we have the Johnny Carson, the character, the excellent presence. He commands he has a presence. He is an excellent joke teller. We had the best show MC, and that goes on.
Dick Schoen.
Dick Schoen.
Well, good evening. Sit right down. Sit right down. And everybody get situated here. Everybody ready for a good time? Everybody ready for a laugh? I had a friend of mine whose young daughter moved down here from Virginia. And she was going to St. John Fisher College. Virginian, they're not used to snow. She said, Dad, I'm taking the car. She said, I don't know how to drive in snow. Don't worry about a thing. If you get into a blizzard, you get into a situation, wait for the snowplow. Wait for the snowplow. He'll get you home somehow. Okay. She gets out of the dorm. She gets in the car. She drives a little bit. And the snow is coming down like crazy. She pulls off the road into someplace. She says, oh, my God. Turn the windshield wipers on. Can't see a thing. Get out of the car. Can't see a thing. Snow is just coming down Galley West. She has no idea what to do. Eureka! A plow. The plow starts going by. She puts the car in gear. She runs off. She's following this plow. taking a right, taking a left, taking a right, staying right behind them. After about 25 minutes, the plow stops. The driver gets out, he comes back, he knocks on the driver's window. She winds it down and she said, yes, sir. She said, young lady, you've been following me for the last 25, 30 minutes. Are you okay? And she said, yeah, I was just told to follow the plow. He said, honey, I'm plowing Walmart's parking lot. I don't know how long. Thank you. Thank you. That's the best noise in the world is laughter. Thank you. On behalf of the Snacky Gang, I want to welcome you here tonight, celebrating our 38th year of our little land. Thank you.
I love Dick Schoen. And
Yes,
I
we all
love
do.
that he used my joke on stage. I told him that joke
That
right
he did.
before, and I said, here, I got a joke for you. And he used it, and I felt so awesome that day.
You should. That's a big deal because Dick Schoen, if he uses your joke, that means it's funny. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
Absolutely.
There are some other people who use jokes but think they're funny.
Are they
but they're
jokes?
kind of funny when they laugh at themselves. So we have a tie for this one. So if you don't laugh, they'll laugh at themselves award goes to the first person is Don Chiquino.
Is this on? Yeah. Wait, I can't see a thing. All right. Let me put my glasses on. All right, I'm gonna zap over. Oh, hi, Margot. Hi. How's business? Business is good. There's a lot of people dying. Oh, so you got a lot of states to handle? Indeed, yes. I have a fortune, and I have, my good friend, Clarence Rawlins is going to be a very rich person. Oh, nice. I can't tell the secret, though. Okay. I don't know the secret either. I know. I keep it to myself. Okay. Good job with this. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, you just caught me cleaning my ear. Sorry. So you know what? Those glasses, oh my goodness, they show up in every show now. Oh.
Anytime Don can put those on, I think he just is so obsessed. Anytime he can put them on.
Yeah, he is funny, but you know, like to mess them.
Yeah, he is goofy. And little Patrick's in the back hanging out in the video of that video. That was funny. And I just started at the end of the show last year.
He's having some hors d'oeuvres. It's great.
Yeah. And towards the end of the show last year, I started interviewing people as their character. And I wish I did that more. That. I'm definitely going to do that again because that was so goofy. And I just, I love Don.
That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then the other person that won is none other than the legend, Dave Chandler.
Oh, I took Ma to the doctor. Yes, I did. Ma's been feeling poorly lately, so I took her to the doctor. She was sitting in the room there, and doctor comes in and says, well, I see this is your name, and I see you've taken all these medications, and I see you're on this type of diet and everything, and my nurse is going to come in here in a minute, and she's going to take your vitals. And the doctor left. Well, I went in, and Ma was just very puzzled. I said, what's wrong? She says, I never met that doctor before in my life, and he knew all this stuff about me. Well, what do you suppose that is? I said, well, maybe he Googled you. She said, no, he never laid a hand on me.
So, with Dave, I have to think about it. Like, I feel really dumb because
I'm still thinking about it.
I know. I have to think about it. And in my brain, I'm like, I know this is funny. I just got to figure out how. And it probably is really funny. It's just I'm a little slow, probably. I don't know, but then I start laughing like 10 seconds after, and then I feel even more foolish and silly. But that's okay because these guys keep us on our toes all the time, don't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
they
do.
So that was our little awards that we just had to go for,
Because, they didn't even need to vote. We didn't need to vote. That was unanimous. And so, but now let's move into the ones we did vote for. So just to recap real quick, I sent out a Google form and anybody who wanted to vote on these could vote. And we had, options for each category, or, a column you could write something in. So we have so many great answers for everything. So
we do.
Lead us off with the first one.
So we also wanted to put an other column in there because the people have been here with us forever. So we wanted everybody to be represented. And we got some really wonderful commentary about our family, the people in our family. And I wanted to share it actually, because it's really nice to compliment one another, and it's really nice to build each other up. And so when I refer to the others, that just means it's an other column commentary that was said. And so our first award is for best costumes. And I want to read one of the other comments. And the other comments say, let me just get this. Sorry about that. I just had it. Okay, there we go. I failed by not to name a specific show, but I do remember the time and patience Phyllis Vagrel put into costumes for many years. And that person was on the same wavelength, because that's who we really are honoring. Because Phyllis, if you didn't know Phyllis, she is probably one of the most beautiful people inside and out. She was stylish. She emulated light and beauty on stage. And she had a beautiful eye for fabric and costumes. She would take fabric that we would have in the loft, and she would create these beautiful dresses. And you're going to see some of those in our categories. Phyllis not only gave us clothing, she would, if we had to get like the same top or something, she would look to see where it was on sale so we could get it and make sure it fit everybody before we went to get it. She not only did that, but she accessorized everyone from head to toe. And her eye for beauty and color was amazing. And we were so blessed. She did it for many years. And that other person was right. She did have patience with all of us. God bless her. She earned her space in heaven. Because I know we drove her crazy sometimes, but she was always patient and loving towards us. And most of the costuming you're going to see in this next category, she has done. A couple other people stepped up, but she was influential in most of these. So let's go to our nominees for best costumes. First up, we have Dog's Breath Devereaux, the Dastardly Doctor.
I bumped my head. But we heard the screams before we heard any thuds. I saw it coming.
And we have the Masked Canary. This is the famous French maid part. Sorry. Phyllis is the one that's next to, she's on the end, the second one to the end on the left-hand side.
From the left.
From the left, yes, sorry. And she just, she used what we had and created that, plus other wonderful outfits. This one was the pied de resistance, if that makes any sense. I saw this on stage. I wanted to do it as the director, and Phyllis was like, let's do it. And I had my student come and talk to her who worked on Broadway, and Phyllis came up with this whole concept. And Mo changed right on stage. That was really exciting. That was Music, Memories, and Mayhem. And Shnaka Blanca, actually, Janine Helens was the customer for this one. And the idea was to have all black and white, and just with a splash of color. We had the primary colors of yellow, red, and blue. And it was really an interesting venue for that. So pretty cool. And Margot.
Yeah, let's get a drum roll for the winner.
The winner is?
The winner for best costumes is the Masked Canary.
Yay! That's awesome. Good job.
Yeah, right. So rolling right into this next one here. We have the best set. And, over the years, everything has been changed. I know there was sets that they had the stage spinning, there was stairs, there was rooms, so all these sets are super interesting, but let's let these speak for themselves. Let's just roll the clip.
First for best set, The Macaroni Kid. The design was by Amy Colburn. The idea was to get into like in the Old West for the bar. Amy Colburn is a very well-known artist in the Rochester area. She's known for her murals. Shakespeare Comes to Calamity Creek. We have Lexi Donahue, who created this along with other cast members. And we had to have a step in the back. Clowns, Browns, and Upside Down Frowns. This was Paula Olney. And again, a lot of skits, so they had to have a versatile set. Love the stars in the back. And we have Mo being Lucy. Arsenic and Old Lace. This again was Paula Olney and others who put this together. Very intricate. I know Travis had a lot to do with this too. And this was the one that the gentleman had his own house, I think crown molding or molding. So that was pretty cool. And before we say who the winner is, I want to talk about other comment that really means a lot, because Paula Olney designed most of the sets for most of the years that she was involved in it. Well, not design, but set dress, if I could officially say what it is. And the other comment is Paula Olney did set dress for more years than anyone else, and they were exquisite. Unfortunately, I can't remember the names of each show, but before anyone else, she was creating beautiful sets. And that is entirely the truth, nonstop. This summer, when we were looking at clips at Travis's house, he has a picture of Kathy. It looked like it was from a set, and someone had painted Kathy as the character, and it was Paula. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful, what an artist. I mean, this woman is amazing, and she's so talented. And so, again, our group has been so blessed. So thank you, Paula, and everyone else that creates. Now we have Lexi, who looks historically through things and just is amazing. We are so fortunate. And, Margie, you ready?
The winner of Best Set is the Macaroni Kid.
All right, Macaroni Kid. Woohoo! All right. So, the next one is the category is Best Supporting Actress. And again, the others had a really, they really talked about this one person over and over again. And I agree totally. Pam Severin is an amazing person, and she was with our group for quite a while. She actually had a part in the Macaroni Kid. She played Harpo, and she didn't say a word through the whole show, and she was the most memorable character because everything Pam does is to perfection. She doesn't take away any detail. She always is complete and thorough. She's written skits for us. She did the baby skit. She's done props for us, and she got all these different props and all this different set dress. She's acted, she's performed, she's done so many things. She's a gem of a person and just a beautiful person on the inside and out as well. We've been so blessed. So Pam Severin, again, the other comments were just, there wasn't anything specific, but she came up a lot, and we were just like, of course, that makes sense. So let us do the nominees.
Actually, I'm an actress. Or will be when Mr. Harkless can perform.
Lexi Donahue. Shakespeare Comes to Calamity Creek.
So far, I haven't seen 2 dimes.
I'm gonna have you arrested! On what charge? Illegally washing my hair! You're adding laws against shampooing with the intent to commit my hygiene misdeed. Now sit still, let me wash out the soap!
Jean Nichols. Shakespeare Comes to Calamity Creek.
Shakespeare's Juliet and Romeo. It's Romeo and Juliet, isn't it?
I had Billy Berry rewrite the words.
Yeah, I generally avoid temptation.
Maria Halfman. Schnacka Blanca.
Unless I can't resist it. But you got yourself a deal, big boy.
Our regular dentist is out of town.
June Schoen. The dentist skit.
Oh. generous butter massage before I put
Chris
it in
Ratty.
the oven. Why? Because I think the chicken likes it. And more important, I like to give it.
Nothing like a good rub. Well, I spend it all.
Pam Severin,
No,
Macaroni Kid.
Land. I spend it before I buy the land. Oh, don't you worry, Stinky. I got a good news, and I got some not so good news.
Those are all so funny, so goofy.
All of them are great. So
Yep. In every single, go ahead.
No, go.
Every single person in this, every supporting actress has been so funny, and they totally get into their character that I just, it was hands down that they were nominated. So, they were just great.
So many of them. And they were all great. So let us get who the winner is. And the winner is...
The winner is a tie between Chris Ratty in Grins, Tunes, and Hookworm's Rooms, and Lexi Donahue is Cheerful in Shakespeare Comes to Calamity Creek. So congratulations to you both. The people have spoken and they chose you both.
So Chris Ratty played Julia Child, who it was great, and Cheerful we saw in other shows, but Lexi did a great job with that as well. So congratulations, ladies. Now the next one is Best Supporting Actor, and we've had a lot of good ones for this too.
All the buildings in Calamity Creek.
Heinz Kiplinger in Shakespeare Comes to Calamity Creek.
All the land. You only Lisa. And the lease is due in 30 days.
But you're going to renew my land lease, aren't you? If Calamity Creek can have its show. But that's blackmail.
To me, call it showtime.
Well, Mr. Boyle, I can assure you that the lease is indeed.
Chris Lyon, Shakespeare Comes to Calamity Creek.
In the same play. But they're not in the same play. Oh, they are the way I rewrite.
Rewrite Shakespeare, is that legal?
Sam Olney, Snack Vision.
I don't know. Who the heck are you? I live here. I own this place. I own this refrigerator.
Well, I wouldn't brag about that.
Pat Carosa, Snaca Blanca. And Victor Long in Way Out West.
It's like they've been walking around a pigsty. I don't know, Rhoda. I washed up before I came in town. Just for a salute? I didn't bother.
Boy, that's obvious.
I can tell. Hey, you, Barbara.
Sorry about me with my hair gun. That was great.
Are you okay? Are you all right over there?
Really silly. I had a lot of iced tea tonight. So all those things. We had Harpo again, played by Pat Carosa, but he actually was a supporting actor, but he actually was the hero too, because he got the bad guy.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we had a lot of great.
I think you had a other for this one too.
Yeah, I did, but I want to say who the winners are first, and then I'll go into the other.
Okay. Alrighty.
So, the winners are...
A tie between Sam Olney and Heinz Keplinger.
Sam Olney and Heinz Keplinger. Now, this was the other comment. This person had foresight. All right, so this is what they said. They said... Heinz has always been great and always been in attendance and prepared. That being said, Sam Olney has been hands down the ultimate supporting actor. So how great it is that someone was building up these two gentlemen and they actually won. They had a tie. That's awesome. So we are just blessed Yeah, we have so many great people. And again, this was all done in fun. So it's like not even it's great. You get bragging rights, but it's something that we just like to celebrate, and we celebrate each other. So another thing that we like to celebrate is at the Sentinel, they have the Reader's Choice Awards. And Chris Carosa will be up and he will be announcing them. We'll see you soon.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to live TV, or whatever it is that you call this thing. I'm Chris Carosa. You may remember me from such great broadcasts as the Mayors and Supervisors Update, which airs every Sunday at 1 o'clock, or the State of Greater Western New York Report live TV you can make mistakes on, which airs immediately following. But tonight, I represent the Sentinel. Remember, I am the publisher of the Sentinel. And each year we do special things with the Sentinel called the Reader's Choice Awards. And tonight we're going to announce the winners of the 2021 Reader's Choice Awards. Are you excited? I know I'm excited. Let me tell you a couple things that we found out when we did the survey with the paper. Do you realize that most people say that they really like local news coverage? And they like it when it's done by local writers and columnists and features writers, that sort of thing. They especially like holding the paper, but most importantly, what they really like is the fact that the paper acts as a bond to the community. So with that, let's start off immediately with this year's Reader's Choice Awards. We're going to talk about the finalists in each of the 4 categories first, and then we're going to move on to the winners. So, starting with the Hamlet of Mendon, there were 3 finalists in alphabetical order: Mendon Meadows Marketplace, Lattimore Physical Therapy, otherwise known as Pittsford Mendon Physical Therapy, which is why they occur second, Saxby Implement, and the winner is Mendon Meadows Marketplace. Yes, this is what some of the readers said about Mendon Meadows Marketplace. They give back to the community. They're a great small town grocery, convenient with good prices, and they love to see local kids working there. So that's the Hamlet of Mendon. Now let's move on to the village of Honeoye Falls. The finalists there were Dipper Dans, Pinehurst, which is another word for Episcopal Living Center, which is why they're second after Dipper Dans for D. And then finally, Honeoye Falls Marketplace. And the winner in this category is Honeoye Falls Marketplace. Yes, another place that people say are very supportive of the community. And they have all the choices that the local community wants unconditionally. And they like the fact, again, that they hire community members that have always friendly service and a strong community support. These are all comments from the readers, by the way. I'm not making these things up. People are really saying them. How about Lima? What do we have in Lima as the finalists? The finalists were the American Hotel, the Genesee Community College, and the Lima Pharmacy. The winner here was the American Hotel. Yes, it's always willing to help the community. It's kind and considerate. It's been there for over 100 years. Pat and Rose are excellent hosts, and the food is always delicious. And by the way, Pat does a great job of making you feel at home. Excellent. Final category is the community as a whole, the broader community. Here we actually had a tie. So we're going to show you the 4 finalists. The first one is Cars, Certified Automotive Repair. Excellent Air, Heating and Cooling. Irene Bennett, Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. And Kevin W. Doherty, Funeral Home. The winner in this category was not me. This is live, folks. Remember that. It was Irene Bennett. Yes, Irene. Everyone knows Irene. They say she's very knowledgeable and provides great customer service. Great service overall, and she does like to support HFL sports. We definitely know that here at the Sentinel. So without further ado, I'm going to flip it back over to Andrea and Margot. Here we go. Wait, hold it. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, here it is. Great. We'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey!
Thanks, Chris.
So you guys might be
Hi.
wondering why that relates to us at all. Well, the Sentinel has been sponsoring these shows throughout the 9 days, and they've been helping us with this. If we were to do this on our own and not been able to we haven't been able to to produce this on our own, we would probably be spending about, I would say, thousands of dollars to do this, probably a lot. And they have allowed us to do this free of charge. So the Sentinel and Pandimensional as well has really helped us out a lot. So I want to thank them for that. And Chris has been a great technical director. He's been very patient with us, especially me because I'm his baby sister, so I annoy him all the time. But literally, he's been really patient. So thank you, Christopher, for all of your help with the Schnackies and your support throughout the years. And we're going to throw it back to Patrick because we want him to say his little spiel because, got to see him again.
And here I am, very surprised. How are you? So my little spiel is this. We're going to be giving away something tonight from Buffalo, actually, Sal's Sampler Pack. And let's put that up on the screen. I'm going to start ordering this myself since I can't win it. So we've got the pizza sauce. We got the pizza dough mix. We got salsas. We got pepperoni. We got it all. And we'll ship it to you. You don't have to be in town, so don't worry about it. The hint is still Ferris Bueller. So think about that. Think about that movie. And we'll be revealing more about that a little bit later. So also, if you would like to know more about us, contact us. Want to be part of the show? We'd love to have you. Come to mscptheater.org. And there's a contact button there. Please contact us. Let us know what you might be interested in. You don't have to be somebody that's been experienced. All of us were newbies too, so don't worry about it. And if you'd like to make a donation, we'd appreciate it. We got some stuff we got to get replaced so we can have a great new year. And we're going to be back on stage this year too. And we're all biting at the bit. We all want to be back there. We all want to see our beautiful patrons. And that's going to happen this year. So with that, I'll hand it back to Andrea and the beautiful Margot, who is abroad.
You're on mute, Ma.
Oh my God, it was a great joke. Oh, dang. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm going to give you guys another hint. In order to win the prize tonight, good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, it's a little different than before when we just had a thing to say. It's a little different.
Right.
So,
good
things come to those who wait.
You know how the movie theaters have been closed for like a year, and like you guys, like when it's the end, there's these things that go up, and there's always someone in the aisle in your way because you can't get out because they're watching these things and they wait till the end of those things. Good things come to those who wait. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. So let's get back into it. Let's get back. We have a few more awards to, roll with. And the first one is for Best Villainesses.
Woo! Okay, Best Villainesses.
I was saying I would be the happiest man on
Mo
earth.
McGill, Dog's Breath Devereaux, the Destiny Doctor.
Would you mind if I refer to myself as Lana Devereaux?
Oh, whatever you wish, dearest.
Then I shall be yours. I dropped a pencil on my toe. Why, I'm Mrs. Awkward.
Paula Olney.
Never trust a city slicker.
Acting up in Galapalooza.
The show Acting Up. They cast me for my good looks. It's too bad you couldn't hypnotize
Andrea
him
Borelli,
like you
those wedding bells should not
hypnotized
ring
me.
out.
All those years spent into marrying you.
Elsa Stio, Heaven Help the Potatoes.
I don't need 1,000 plug nickels, sweetheart. Besides, I'm worth it.
Okay.
I love these.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to say before we announce the winner, I just got to say I loved these, and I also have to make a quick comment that Andrea's villain, I just learned because I just watched the movie, My Cousin Vinny. Andrea's character there was based on the girl in My Cousin Vinny. So
Jersey Housewife slash
so cool.
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
let's get to the winner. All right.
Okay.
And the winner is
Paula Olney as Mrs. Hookworm.
Woo! All right. Yeah. Like now, she originally was in 1997. We showed the 2007 clip because it was clearer. I think is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I was. I was just gonna say I tend to lean towards newer footage for editing certain characters, even though that people have been in them, because it's just they look better than like the older clips. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna go with 2007.
So just keep that in mind with some of the other clips we're seeing in the future, just because she wanted to get a better view. Okay. Next one, Margs. Best villain. Get your popcorn ready. Best villain.
I certainly hope so. I certainly
Don
hope you can
Cicchino.
money to pay off Mrs. Clutchbuck.
Those wedding bells should not ring out.
Redeem the park ticket for the Nugget, and it would be mine. And that's not all. Did you hear what that old coot Cheyenne said?
He said it wasn't much for a speechifying, I think. Are you an actor?
Certainly.
Travis Piper. Grins, tunes, and hookworms rooms.
Well, tell me, what drew you to my boarding house?
Two things. The food.
Well, what's the other thing?
You have the only boarding house in town.
That's a relief, because if there was gas, I'd be afraid to get
Frank
that
Russell.
shot.
Dog's Breath Devereaux, the dastardly doctor.
Funny. Are you an obstetrician?
No, I'm not.
Well, you're gonna be soon if you don't get me to the delivery room right away.
Hilda, there's no time to wait for an orderly. Get her to a delivery room at once. You just keep driving and driving. And then someday
Dick
somebody
Shones.
decides to
Clowns,
recognize you
frowns,
for
and
something
upside down
in front of
frowns.
a whole bunch of people, and you turn into a wreck. Yeah, hey, that's not very good, Ralph, for a 10-year safe driver, huh?
So
All right. He's a funny guy. They're all funny. So, we ready? Okay, we're going to do a laugh. Ready for the...
The winner is Frank Russell. And it makes sense with that mustache. He's got to be the best
He was
villain
our
with that
first...
mustache.
Yeah, he was our first one, and he got the part because of that mustache. So, Frank, you rock, dude. You're like the man. Bragging rights. There you go. Okay, now, everybody sigh. Everybody go. Okay, this is for the heroine. She's looking at me like I'm nuts. You guys are like in the audience. You know what I'm talking
Everyone
about.
Everyone on Zoom's looking at you like you're nuts.
I know,
but it's all right.
because I teach. You know, I'm trying to engage them. You know what I'm saying? They want to get the audience feel. So
All
we're
right,
going to
all right.
talk about the best heroine. Okay, so the nominees are best heroine. Nan Elliott, Dog's Breath Devereaux, the Dastardly Doctor.
Excuse me. Say that again. I love you.
Grace Zimmerman, Shnaka Blanca.
Oh, Rick, I'm so confused. After all that happened and all we said last night, how can I leave knowing you'll be here and I'll be safe in beautiful downtown Detroit? Oh, Millie! Oh, did you mind?
Amy Colburn, the Macaroni Kid.
Actually, meet me at the train in 15 minutes.
Kathy Piper, the picture that was turned to the wall.
And his accomplice, too. She's well known in criminal circles. What?
He says that because
Jackie Lanzillo, the Masked Canary. She actually was Hookworm's Rooms.
The
All right, so just a little correction, just because we know people are paying attention. Amy Colburn does not have an E at the end of her name. Sorry, Amy. And Jackie actually was the heroine for Hookworm's Rooms. So just to let you know, but we wanted to show you that, you know,
the clips.
Different.
It was definitely
image.
a my bad going in finding clips from people that I didn't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is right. Yeah, throw it in. So, you know.
Okay.
The effort's there.
That's all right. We got the idea. So the winner for best heroine is, ready, Margot?
Nan Elliott.
Yay! And Nan specifically has been the heroine many, many times. She's also been the villainess many, many times too. She's graced our stage many, many times. Her children are amazing, and her daughter was actually the heroine too. Like about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I don't even know, man. She was like a little girl, and then she grew up to be this beautiful woman. And so we got Grace, and then we have Rose, and we have Molly, and we have Hank. All 4 of her kids were on stage. We have been blessed with so many great families. Thank you, Nan. And now, the best hero. The nominees are
Well, let's get you in for some x-rays. It won't hurt
Ryan
a bit.
Piper, Dog's Breath
If you'll
Devereaux.
excuse us.
Certainly, Dr. Good.
Oh, Wendy, you can call me Phil when Nurse Hatchet isn't around.
The quarter slipped his mind because he's a slippery character.
Bruce Chapman,
He
Those
once
Wedding
told
Bells
me
Shall Not
he'd
Ring
never
Out.
work in a bank unless there was money in it. Have you noticed his eyes? Squinty.
Oh, please don't call me Squinty.
Patrick Ashley, Pure as the Driven Snow.
Now you're all mad at me, ain't you?
Say rather that I'm disappointed. Honor is everything, Leander. It brings about life and love.
Okay, my dear. You look so tired.
Tom Morrissey,
Let
Way
me
Out West
style
in a
this young
Dress.
lady's hair.
Oh, mon chéri, I will leave you in the best of hands.
Make that the second best. You really want to see that melody again, don't you?
I can't help it. I'm in love with her.
Oh, l'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
Prairie Rose has always had her heart set on
Nate
you.
Jentz,
You were
Snake in the
sweethearts
Grass.
Yes.
There's Gracie as the heroine, but Nate
Does
Jentz.
that count?
once. I'm not sure. Baby, I gotta talk with you.
If you want to talk to me, Wild Prairie Rose, you know where to find me.
So funny.
I love this. Mm-hmm.
Everybody go, yay for the hero, yay! Okay.
Yay!
So, and the
That one
winner
actually
is
is mine. Brian Piper in Dog's Breath Devereaux, the Dastardly Doctor. Now, I just have to say, Brian Piper is Travis's twin. I know everyone says that and thinks that, but I just
Brian's twin.
if they're
I was
twins,
just trying to
they're
get it
twins.
right. Yeah, they're father and son actually, but yeah, yeah.
Well,
it's cool. It's he was the hero. He was the hero or the villain. Like, I mean, that's who Brian was, and Brian was a really cool guy. And he it was great to see all those clips, you know, and all the guys that were heroes. It's hard to be the hero. Come on, you got all the lines. You gotta, you know. But I think what won it for Brian was his deer in the headlights look. Like he always had this look, like his eye, these blue eyes. Like, anyway, they all were great though, like all of them, and a lot. So I think Nate and Patrick, it was their first year, and they were cast as a hero, but I don't remember. That's kind of scary, but it's all good in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
On to bigger and better things, not really, but we're on to the big ones now. So now we have. Now, the best song. Now, know that the best song, we didn't have songs early on, but I Do Hair, sung by Tom Morrissey and Bruce Chapman. I'm Tired by Elsa Steele.
I'm tired. Sick and tired of love. I've had my fill of love. Because enough is enough.
Unless, of course, that person
Mr. Cellophane by Tom Kaza.
inconsequential. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name.
The Fugue of the Tin Horns, sung by Dave Bruins, Patrick Ashley, and Ken Piazza. Okay. So there was honorable mentions for this one too, right, Margot?
Mm-hmm. So we had 2 honorable mentions that were The Fugue of the Tin Horns, sung by Bill Coburn, and One Singular Sensation. I'm not sure what show that's from, though.
That was I think from 2000, 2001, but it was an amazing show. It was an amazing thing. So now, are you ready for the winner?
I'm ready. The winner of that song is Mr. Cellophane, sung by Tom Kaza.
Yay, the one and only Tom Kaza. Guys, Tom Kaza was the music director for almost 20 years. He was influential in making our group a better musical company. And he would give us so many great ideas and little details. And he was a genius in so many ways. And his addition to our group was just astounding. He just and Mr. Cellophane was one of the greatest things that he did. Just it was so memorable and so wonderful. Such a nice man.
I think I met him last year, I believe, and he was always so great at giving me little pointers and little notes, especially because I'm definitely one of the people that is really not comfortable singing. Like, I wish I could. I would never shut up if I could. But I'm not a good singer. So, like, he definitely, pushed me a little. He was like, oh, try this, do that, do this. And I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And it all worked out.
He's been a gift to us. Just a gift. He's just, and he gives the best hugs too. I know it's COVID and you can't give people hugs, but when I'm going out of COVID, go out of COVID, Tom, I'm giving you a hug. Sorry, but it's happening. Anyway, so we're going to go to the next one. All right. I'm like a little crazy tonight. Sorry. But the next category is the best skit. The first one is Vegemita Vitamin. Many times, but this one is Gallapalooza.
Now the first thing you're going to do is take the club.
Dorf from Gallapalooza.
Put it behind you. Well, in front is okie dokie too. Okay, we're going to stretch it this way. Just go stretch the side muscles like that, like that, like that. Whoop. Well, we're done with that anyway.
The Merengue. Many times, but from Gallapalooza 2007. That's our own Dave Chandler, Dave Baxter. We have Katie Lyon being the orderly, so cute. It's like Chris Ratty and Elsa, and I don't know who the person in the middle is. And of course, we have Horace.
Now open up. Let's take a look in there, shall we?
And the dentist skit at Gallapalooza 2007.
Very interesting. I've never seen one of these before. Well, let's see how this thing works.
That's Bruce Chapman and Terry Reardon. And
I love that clip.
They're just all great. They're all great. The winner is
Vitamina Vegemin with Moma Q.
I will never look at a chocolate shake again the same way. Go ahead.
It's just, it's been the most popular. I think we've talked about it several times over these 9 nights. Like, everybody loves that, and I think it just comes with most facial expressions. That yeah.
I think she's pretty amazing, but we already know that, and everybody was amazing in these skits. And just to mention, Patrick Ashley did the dentist originally, and he also was Dorf originally. So we don't want to forget about him, but he was part of that too. But we had Dave Baxter play Dorf and Bruce Chapman play the dentist in the revival in Gallapalooza. That was great. All right, the last one, guys.
There's two.
Second last one. Best original show.
I saw him laughing at Star Trek.
Snacky Vision by Don Cicchino.
Pains me to admit it, the problem is that the show is actually good. That was a possibility I hadn't considered, but somehow these women have managed to put together a concept that might actually work.
Imagine that. Gallapalooza 2007. Written by Travis Piper.
Really great riding all the way here to the camp, the hotel and the camp with you. Great. Why, you little twerp. I could have eaten you for breakfast. What did you say your name was?
Back home in Memphis, if we only had
USO Show to Go. Written by Don Cicchino.
Yeah, I see your point. That's why lately I've been afraid of my own shadow. Scared, lonely, homesick. I've never been away from home before,
I see your point.
Everyone knows Rick's shows are the finest and all.
Schnacka Blanca by Don Cicchino.
These are 3 of my fine dancers. Carlotta.
Hello, Maurice.
Jacqueline.
Hello, you can call me Jackie.
And Consuelo.
Ciao, I'm sure.
I love Jeannie's charms, I'm sure.
And everybody would get used to it. Show it repeated and repeated and repeated. Like, I'm sure.
Sure. Okay, and we want to have the honorable mention, which is Vaudeville Go Round. We actually had that as well. All right. And the winner is, I'm sure.
The winner is Gallapalooza.
Yay!
And I have to agree because it highlighted so many different shows in one.
So many.
So I do agree with that one.
And what I loved about that one too is we watched the show as the Snacky player. So it was so multi-layered. They had the rotating thing. Sorry, the rotating. You know what I mean? The Lazy Susan. I can't talk. But it was from another show previous too, and that was really great. And just, it was wonderful. It's a wonderful show. Last one, right, Margs?
Mm-hmm.
Best melodrama.
What foul purpose are you
Deadwood Dick.
All purpose, Jane. Don't you know this girl could be worth billions, and if she knows the secret of her father's mind, we must keep her secure until she reveals it.
I see. Then gold is at the bottom of your calculation.
And at the top, too, Jane.
I finally located a gang.
Way Out West in a Dress.
The Rob Banks gang. And I made a deal. Rob and his boys are on their way into town now from Mexico.
Well, sounds good so far. Playing with the trolley, playing with the bell.
Dog's Breath Cesaro.
I've got a problem, so quick as a flash. I heard it on overdy, hand over the cash. Excuse me.
Why? What did you do?
Is this the emergency room?
It is.
Oh, good. I went through the main entrance, but they sent me here instead.
Lieutenant Pete Boggs.
The Masked Canary.
Lieutenant Pete Boggs, U.S. Cavalry.
Ouch. Oof. That hurts. All right. So, do you want to know what the winner is?
I do. I'm ready. The winner of Best Melodrama is Dog's Breath Devereaux, the Dastardly Doctor.
Yay! So we actually did that twice.
We did. Did we say it twice?
No, we actually did the show twice during the 39 years. We did the straight melodrama, and then we did the musical, and that was the musical.
Mm-hmm.
And the scene you chose was really
laugh.
Yes, it did. And you know why I love the scene that you chose? Because it was Dee, and we lost Dee. Dee Russell. She was a prominent figure, and it's Frank. She was married to Frank, and Frank was there with Dee, and it just was really special to see her there with Frank, and love her so much. So it was great. So, you know, I mean, I'd like to say that these were all like scientifically proven awards, but they were just really fun for us to go down memory lane. And
yeah, we got a comment. I was just saying, we got a comment on Zoom just saying, you know, these all really make sense. You know, I just saw that on Zoom, that all these awards make sense. And I just had to share that. And I said, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so that's, you know, we try our best, and the other comments, you know, they had all these great things. So the one that I want to, you know, kind of just mention is this person said, if this is celebrating 40 years, I would think the nominees would have been from all years. You will find the first 35 years had much to offer that had not been recognized in the nominations. And I really hope that we have highlighted all 39 years because, you know what? We're all a part of this.
And a lot of the skits even came from earlier shows. I just used new clips. So it was, you know, like you were saying, the dentist skit and the dwarf skit came from earlier.
Absolutely.
You know, all these things are really...
So many memories, guys. So many things that we've accomplished together. You're never forgotten. If you've gone your way and you've only journeyed with us 1 or 2 years or 40 or any time in between, you're part of our family. We would never forget you. We would never leave you in the dust, if you will. You're always part of us. You have graced our stage. You have graced our Schnacky Center with your talent and your love and your pride. Our audience, those of you that are out there watching tonight and even recording, you guys are with us all. We miss you so much, and we promise we will be back in 2022. We promise you that. We promise we're going to fill that Schnacky Center again. If people, you know, and it's not just people on stage, the people who do tickets, the people who serve, our patrons, stage managers, the people that hammer in the nails, the people that put up the stage and put it down, the props, the costumes, people that cook for us, anything. We all are in this together. The people that clean, we all clean afterwards. It's amazing. It's all about being together and who we are. And no one is ever going to take your place. There's no way they can. We can't take anyone's place. We were blessed by a man who had a vision and 2 people who followed through and created a family. So I'd like to have the last word, but I can't. Someone else
absolutely
has that
not.
place.
So, yep,
So
I
let's
think
hear from him.
Yep.
There was an ease in his manner as Monsignor stepped into his place. There was a pride in his bearing and a smile on Monsignor's face. And when the cheers subsided and his small parts lines were done, the audience applauded, and the games had just begun. Now, 39 years have passed, and Monsignor's shining star has created something special that brings folks from near and far. Our facility is the envy of other acting groups. Our Chandler stage is like a kit that gets put up by our troops. We all may have signed up for what we wanted to get, but we've ended up giving far more. The fun this group shares is contagious, and folks wear a smile out the door. Yet never in a million years would Travis and Kathy even thought to initiate a play in this oh so perfect spot. We never would have volunteered, and yet this priest of vision saw something deep within us both, to which we all have risen. We started a troop. We've become so much more. We've had babies and weddings and laughed till we're sore. We've had heartache and heartbreak, and yet through it all we've prayed for each other and answered the call to be a community in faith, deed, and song. And though life's put up hurdles, the show has gone on. So how does it feel for Kathy and me when the hall fills with audience, cast, crew? Like we've started a very large family, made up of all of you. Like we're leaving our mark, a tribute in fact, to the priest who once had a vision of welcoming newbies, sharing community, and creating a specialness in Mendon. We've all dubbed us the Schnackies, a novel description of that there is no doubt. So till next year, and the year after that, the Schnackies are far from out. From somewhere in God's favored place, Monsignor's looking down. He sees you all and he knows your names, and is so glad that you've come to this special place at this special time to be a part of this great act. Because there are no small parts in Mendon, and that is just a fact. And may we be blessed with many, many more years of fabulous entertainment.
Number that you'll ever do. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. No is the saddest experience you'll ever know. You'll ever know. 'Cause 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 1 is the loneliest number, oh, worse than 2. It's just no good anymore since you went away. Now I spend my time just making rhymes of yesterday. What is the loneliest number? 1 is the loneliest number. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 1 is the loneliest. 1 is the loneliest. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. It's just no good anymore since you went away. Number 1 is the loneliest. Number 1 is the loneliest. Number 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 1 is the loneliest.
Hello, hello.
Hey!
Hi.
Hey! I just got out of wardrobe. Where's everybody?
Oh my goodness. I love that shirt. It's great. So
It is. It is. It is me. So it can't be over yet.
I know it's not over. I think Dave and Don are rubbing off on me or something. It's
It can't be over for 2 reasons. For one, you didn't give away the gift yet. What do they have to do to get the gift?
So right now, until the end of what we're showing you, you can put in the Zoom. What does it say?
I I won. Get it? 1 is the loneliest number. 1, I won. Okay, I'm not as good as this as maybe you guys, but whatever. And she's frozen. So I guess I'll do what I was gonna say. Put that number in there, and we'll determine who the winner is. And you know, the show is never over until.
I hate this opera. It gives me agita. Don't know if I could bear this final aria. This show is such a scam, a cruel and dirty scam. It is much worse than a medical exam. Now I shall quickly go on an ocean flight. If you think you've just got creeped off, yes, Lord, you're right.
I know, I heard that song before somewhere, but where?
Don't take this sitting down. Think like a ghost town. Go by the manager. That's the almighty clown. He is the one to blame. He made the show so lame. Feel free to bounce his head, just like a pinball game. Now we shall briefly go on an ocean flight. If you think you just got ripped off, guess what? You're right.
I know where I heard that song before. It's my mama's. Oh, Dolce now.